Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys are reading the title and know what time it is. Cronos update for the Cronos Familia. Appreciate all the love. Let's get right into it. So if we're looking across the board, we're seeing a lot of red, and I am pretty much, updating every single project at this point that, we usually cover because again, this is something very, very urgent to keep in mind. And again, something we've been discussing on the channel over the last few days did end up happening, and that is Bitcoin dropping below the 23.6 fib zone, which I'm going to highlight for you guys right now. But let's take a look at what's happening with Cronos, down 14.5% over the last 24 hours, with the price currently sitting at 13.5 cents, down 10% in Bitcoin and about 8% in Ethereum. Comparative valuation, $4.9 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume only at 46.6 million. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So as of recording this update, every time I refresh, the dominance, it's just continuing to go more and more and more. And again, breaking out of the 59.73%, again, a level we've been speaking about over the last 2 days. Breaking out of here obviously makes sense, but there is a reason why you're seeing the dominance going up. But with the way the dominance is going up, altcoins are not feeling, the best. You can see for yourself, altcoins across the board down double digits right now. But it goes back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin. We came down to $107,000, breaking below the 23.6, and unable to get back into the 23.6. And since then, the price has been on a free fall. Right now, we're sitting at $105,000 support line. Significant support, of course. Dropping below here takes us back down to none other than $102,000, in my opinion, which will fill the wick in. And with that being said, we could potentially even drop below the 102 and retest the 38.2 Fibonacci level, which we haven't seen since June of this year. But you don't want to see the price of Bitcoin dropping below here, because that would mean the $100,000 price point is no longer in play, which would be something, and I think it's going to break the internet if that were to happen, because we have not seen the price dropping below $100,000 since June. But are we going to see that happening? Let me know in the comments down below. But I do expect there is going to be a lot of volume around that range in case the price of Bitcoin were to drop below $102,000. But again, look at Bitcoin on the hourly time frame. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin in every single update, and you guys know that those wicks that we did see were clear fake outs. And if you watch my analysis update, I did say let's not get overly excited just yet. Confirmations have changed. 117 still remains to be our confirmation. Most importantly, $120,000. But you can see for yourself, dropping below, we nailed the target, 107. You can see for yourself, saw a fake pump and back down we go, currently sitting at $105,000. So next few hours, very, very critical, but this itself has dragged the altcoin market down, including Cronos. And I hate to say it here, Cronos price is below the bear market zone once again. And that is, of course, below 14.2 cents. If you want to put this into perspective, let's take a look at it on an hourly perspective, so you guys will get a little bit of a better understanding as to, where we currently are. So you can see for yourself, just yesterday alone, guys, just 2 days back, we were sitting at 16.8 cents. Since then, the price has pulled back 21%. But, the bounce that we did see for Cronos, that has been completely wiped out. And this is not just for Cronos, for multiple coins across the board. The gains that, we were seeing being made over the last few days have been wiped out due to this Bitcoin move. And Bitcoin has been on a free fall right now. We're sitting at $104,868. Very, very, very urgent here. And right now, it kind of goes unsaid as, what we're seeing. Again, if you want to put this into perspective, from yesterday, we have dropped down about 11%. And right now, there is some support around this key range as to, where we are most significantly around the 12 cents. So could we really test the 12 cents price point in the next few hours to come? That's a 10.5% move from where we currently are, and that could end up happening with the way Bitcoin is free falling right now. I think that could still end up happening. That's the next major key support line. But unfortunately, the price of Cronos is back below the bear market zone, and that is that. But of course, in terms of an opportunity standpoint, again, there is massive amount of fear right now across the board. Remember, there's a famous saying, be greedy while others are fearful. Be fearful while others are greedy. The people that are, dollar cost averaging in, not just for Cronos, but across the board right now for coins that they like, they are getting a massive discount. But with that being said, we want to be very, very closely monitoring Bitcoin. And at this rate, Bitcoin is very close for us to fill this wick in, which is only about a 2.69% move from where we currently are. I'll keep you guys covered. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Cronos right now, like I said, next key support line around the 12.2 cents. Keep an eye out for that. We'll keep you guys covered. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. We'll see you later from Crypto ZX, and peace out.